Giant takes place over 40 years ago, but the setup struck me as a common occurrence of today. A famous person says something controversial, and the people around him attempt to do damage control. Throw in that the controversial remarks were made in opposition to Israeli bombing of Lebanon, and you have a play that feels eerily relevant to 2026. Mark Rosenblatt's play, which arrives on Broadway following 2 sold-out runs in London, stars John Lithgow as Roald Dahl, the author of children's lit classics such as Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's 1983, and Dahl has just ignited a public outcry by writing an anti-Israel book review that was interpreted as anti-Semitic in the press. His publishers descend on his home in the English countryside in an attempt to get him to apologize so as not to hurt the sales of his next book. Dahl, the giant of the play's title, is not only a legend in his field, but also an unmatched master of language, leaving those around him, including his publishers, staff, and fiancé, to debate him at their own risk. He mocks them, belittles them, confuses them, but he also charms them and empathizes with them. He's a complicated man, and both the playwright and the actor revel in the contradiction. Lithgow's performance is an accomplishment. Although the play takes place entirely in one afternoon, with only hints at what Dahl's family life has been like, Lithgow makes so much more of his history come across just by the way he moves across the room. Although the Israel debate is a large part of the play, in the end, it's not actually the political argument that motivates Dahl in Rosenblatt's conception. It's something in Dahl's character. Here's a man who is one of the most successful children's authors ever, but gripes about sharing royalties with his illustrator and being snubbed for a knighthood. He feels backed into a corner by the other characters and lashes out as a result, when he actually backed himself into the corner, and we see him having to work himself up into doubling down on his views. As a character, he's fascinating and frustrating to watch, and as a play, Giant is thrilling. I sat in row L of the orchestra. Giant is playing at the Music Box Theater until June 28th.